I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL.
Coach, we are in the Valley of the Sun. Few places in the country. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught by Randall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. They'll run on first down. Clancy. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Good job,
and let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs? Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
2nd and 5. Completes it to Benjamin. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
They cannot hold us down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side complete. It's Flowers. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Clancy. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
50,
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
91. It's coming again.
That's a gain of 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part.
Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wilson's got it complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 6-0 our score after 1. Second down, this is Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They're going to look to throw. And Wilson has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. That's complete. Bernard. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Looking to throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Wilson, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Wilson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll look to throw.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wilson with a 1st down carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Let's go, D.
They'll run it here with Pirine. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Wilson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. They'll drop the throw. He completes it to Wilson, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd down, Clancy. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. They'll set up a throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. From 8 yards out, and the Cardinals have retaken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Ready.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Houston. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now back to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Let's go, baby.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Browns who are out on top. The Browns looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we head out west to the Golden State. Check on the Rams at home in L.A. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. The Rams seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Another carry for Wilson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now this throw caught left side. He got 29 yards that time.
Here we go. Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
18 Gators.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That second down play nets a -4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll bring him back within 4. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Okay. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's not going to get me.
Now a carry for Pirine. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, here's Pirine. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clancy. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it.
Cowboys swarm in, and it's blocked. And they are going to take possession of the football. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you. In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
Now Pirine. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
He's checking.
They'll run again with Pirine. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by Randall. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. looking to throw.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's go, folks.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And to give this time to the tailback. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll drop the throw.
And there we saw one of the downsides.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby. Sack.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going up top. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll set up a throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now back to throw. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Dallas, the wins have been hard to come by, but they get one here to move to 4-11 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona,